Hello and welcome to Just Do It, a Dewey's Brothers podcast. This is season 5, episode. I'm gonna say 7. Is it 7?
It's definitely not 7, dude.
8?
It's
5?
8. It's 8.
Is it 8?
Yeah, it's
Oh baby, we made it all the way to 8. We did it. We got all the way to 8. Eric, how are you been doing, my brother?
well, I've been hanging in there doing what I do best, which is, Deweying. So I'm out here. I wake up. There's a little bit of me on the lawn out there, and then I realized, well, it's been raining 24/7. I mean, I have seen so much rain in this past week. Hot diggity. The sun came out today, and I was like, "What's that? What's this big, massive floating orb in the sky?" And then I realized it was the Teletubbies sun baby wishing all of us to have a hot tubby summer. And
Oh, fantastic.
that was wild. So
Yeah. I mean, I've been getting up every morning, and I think I've been having a bad dream or something. I keep having this recurring dream where I wake up and then praise the rain gods and then do a little rain dance, and I just keep doing it every morning before I get up, and it's probably not important.
yeah, no, it definitely means nothing.
Yeah, I don't really think it matters that much. Anyway, how are the flood levels near you? They're doing okay here.
Surprisingly enough, it's the thing is, all we get over here are like flash floods. So it just ends. I mean, all the water comes in and goes out really quickly.
Oh, it's just like one of those flash mobs I keep hearing about on the subway. The water, the people, it comes in and then dissipates before the cops can show up.
Well, it comes in and then goes, oh yeah, it's a party time, and then it's out, and then someone makes
Exactly.
a noise complaint,
Mhm.
cops show up, and it's back to normal. It's like nothing ever happened.
My kind of rainstorm. So, Eric, what do we have for a main topic this week?
Well, I figured this week we should talk about the all-important TWISP Municipal Airport. That's right. I'm talking about the municipal-owned public-use airport with a 1 mile southeast of the Central Business District of TWISP, a town in Okanogan County, Washington, U.S.
Ooh, in Washington State, U.S.?
You bet, in
Man,
Okanogan County.
I mean, the Twist Municipal Airfield is really where you got to be if you're in Okanogan County. It's bumping over there, Eric. They get 3 to 5 planes every month.
Yeah.
I mean, it's wild, dude.
I mean, I heard that they have flash mobs on the daily in that terminal.
Actually, for all you Dewey podcast listeners out there, we are going to have our very own. Hopefully, it might get canceled, but we already booked it.
DewCon?
The reservations. We are having
Are
our
we doing
very
a
own
DewCon?
DewCon,
Let's
and it is going to be
go!
at this airport. Okay, we're going to buy out the whole airport, all one half runways, and we're having DewCon there. It's going to be so cool. You can fly in from anywhere you want.
I'm excited. Everyone shows up. We have a great flash mob, and then DewCon's over, and we make everyone go home.
Oh yeah, we'll record it live, and it'll be a segment on our podcast, 15 minutes long tops.
Well, I mean, I heard that we even have a special TWISP mascot. So I forgot what he is, but it's a twist. Actually, I think it's just
the
a twist
Twist
tie.
Tulip.
It's the twist. So
Twisty
comes
the
out,
Twist.
yeah, Twisty the Twisted Twisp.
We're gonna have him fight it out with Twasty the Twist Tulip in a mascot fight to the death to see which mascot is the real mascot of the Twist Municipal Airport. 2 mascots enter, 1 mascot leaves.
Exactly.
In a runway-based flat smasher airplane crasherama double-fisted beer bong slap fest round.
So that scene in Captain America: Civil War where they're at the closed airport.
Who doesn't?
It's gonna be just like that with Twisty the Twisted Twisp and Twasty the Twast
The Twist
Tulip.
Tulip. Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna duke it out. So is this gonna be like street rules or like actual setup, like standard boxing, wrestling rules, MMA rules?
So it's actually sanctioned, Eric, by WWE, which is
Oh, that's
World
great.
Wrestling Entertainment. And so it is going to be a full production with makeup and extra people from the crowd jumping in for the tag team section of the event.
I mean, I heard Dwayne the Rock Johnson is gonna be there fighting Dwayne the Rock Johnson, so I'm
Oh
looking
yeah,
forward to it.
it's gonna be I was promised nothing short of a spectacle, a
I'm looking forward
public
to it.
indecency, if you will.
All right,
So,
well,
I think that wraps up our main topic, don't
that's
you?
all we can talk about.
That's really all. Yeah, come to DewCon, Eric. When is DewCon?
DewCon is today. It is
Oh,
today.
okay, great. You should already have your tickets. We'll be there.
Well, you should
Virtually, of
already
course.
be here. We are recording live from DewCon. That's
From
right.
DewCon at the Twist Municipal Airport. Ooh, that's right. Surprise twist. So Wednesday the 28th, come on down to DewCon. It's going to be great. Well, when our listeners hear this, Eric, it'll be yesterday, but I'm sure that won't be a problem.
It better not. That's for sure. So Alex, that's all we can say about our main topic. I think it's time to hop into the hot seat. You know.
Oh, I think it is, Eric. I have been stoking the coals all morning on this particular piece of furniture, and it's not just steaming hot, it is red hot. So,
Oh, I love to hear it. Well, I actually we do have one person up here already at a DewCon, and that is none other than Mob Barley from Coconut Town. So Mob, do you want to sit down here, Mr. Barley? Oh, yeah, man. I want to take a seat on the coals.
ooh, Mr. Barley, you are going to have a great time. I am
Yeah,
glad that
man.
you released your first album. You're here to talk about your second album. Everyone knows your first album, Under the Coconut Tree, which
Under the
sold
coconut
a
tree.
record number of albums. Exactly. Thanks for dropping off your number one hit, Under the Coconut Tree. What can the listeners come to expect in your second album?
Well, man, we are taking it in a whole nother direction. So, what we have down here in Coconut Town is I'm joined with my band, Mob Barley and the Space Whalers. Man, so this next record is going to be something of a space opera, man, a musical journey to really capture that white Mobius whale out there.
Wow, that's right. You heard it here. Mob Barley and the Mobius Braille. What an album. All right, you ready, Mob?
Oh yeah, man. Let me just get my coconut tree and I'll be down in the ready to clown.
Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Best vegetable.
Oh man, that's the coconut.
All right, should have seen that one coming. What about your favorite rock?
Oh. Well, down in Coconut Town, we have a little thing called the Coconut Rock. It's 1 part rock, but it looks like a coconut. So the Coconut Rock is my favorite rock.
All right,
Because
all right.
it is it's a metamorphic rock, man. It starts out as a coconut and then gets hard as a rock.
Sure. Worst animal.
Oh, that's gotta be the dirty sea cucumber, man.
Well, it's hardly even an animal, so I agree with you there. Ready for some rapid fire questions? Here we go. Pipe or lime?
Lime, man.
Lime or lemon?
Oh, that's a tough one, man. Well, when I sit down to write a hit song, I need that lime. I'm going with the lime.
Follow-up question. Citrus or citrem?
Oh, that's tough. Personally, I'm a citru kind of guy, but since that's not the question, I'll have to go with citrus. Get the feeling in the party with everybody around.
Follow-up to the follow-up. Citron or Patron?
Well, you got the lime. I'm thinking the Patron. I got my lime, my citrus, and we are having a grand old time out in Coconut Town.
All right. Lime, coconut, or shaking it all up?
Lime, coconut, or shake it all up. Well, I got to go with the coconut.
Ray gay or Ray straight?
Oh man, You know, my old mom is a very religious woman, and she would obviously make me say reggae because down in the islands we have our own rules, man.
Most Mario-like character.
Oh, the most Mario-like character. That's a tough one, man. I'm gonna have to go with the what's his name? It's me, a Luigi. That
Very
one,
good.
man. The Luigi, man.
I tend to agree. Big Yoshi or bigger Yoshi?
Oh, that's a tough one. I'm gonna have to go with the biggest Yoshi, man. He's just sitting there and he's like, oh, Yoshi. I mean, look, out on the runway. Oh no, the plane's headed straight for the biggest Yoshi, man. Oh no, big Yoshi, get out the way.
And
Oh.
how do you, Mr. Ma Barley, propose we as a society solve the unjust and inequalities found in our persecution of drug crimes in 30 seconds or less, provide an actionable claim that will pass the gridlock on a national level?
Well, man, I gotta say, it's a hard thing, but when you're putting all my brothers up in the what's that, the jail, we don't have the jail down in Coconut Town. What we do is we make them smoke double the amount of marijuana and that ganja that they have. You gotta really make sure they don't want to do it again. So if they get caught with a little bit of the black tar, oh man, we just shoot them up with black tar until they aren't gonna want it anymore. You know, man, we don't need to be incarcerating our folks for that stuff. Just incarcerate them for the other things like, you know, being a bum and not having a good time at the cookout. Or, oh, don't get me started on the arsonist of the coconut trees. If that's one thing we gotta ignore the drugs, man. We gotta get right to the arsonist. Oh, the coconut trees. In fact, that half of them are they're hemp induced. That's how you get the
That
coconuts big
sounds
and strong.
terrible, Eric. Can you get this man off my stage, please? Thank you.
Yeah, oh, sorry, Mob Barley. Wait, man. I also I brought my own homegrown barley, man. Out here, hopefully I can get a partnership with the homegrown hops. Well,
Uh,
sorry, Mr. Mob Barley, but we if you just go take your seat out on the runway right next to Big Yoshi. No, man, the Big Yoshi's been hit by a plane. Oh, you're right. We did only reserve half the runway. The other half is still in use.
that's true.
So I don't know what we're gonna do about that. But go off, enjoy. Here's a free voucher for a Dew bobblehead. Oh, thanks, man. I love me a Dew bobblehead.
All right, Eric. I think we got through that segment in one piece. Now, how about
I'm alive.
Yeah, I have hopped on to a electronic scooter in order to zoom on over to this next segment.
Are you wearing head protection, mister?
I am not only wearing head protection, I'm also wearing ear protection because these airplanes are incredibly noisy.
Oh, I've just gotten deaf. I'm reading Braille now. You know, I got that new hit Mob Barley track, Mobius
Yeah.
Braille,
Hmm.
and it's
It's
taught me
pretty
a
good.
lot.
It's pretty good.
It's just like
I
6 minutes of silence with it's beautiful.
Well, I just printed out the questions off of our last video, Eric. The people, they went down into the comments and they left us some good, awesome remarks, and we need to answer their questions. Also, they
Yes,
gave
we
us
do.
some sweet praise, and we appreciate all your comments down there. It makes our day.
Oh, I mean, I see one comment. It's pouring some big rosé out for Chromium Cassius. Of course, you gotta. I mean, the late great Chromium Cassius, the 7th, 8th, or 9th, they're probably all gone by now. But yeah, that one.
What
Let's
about
be real. MX
the
Gwyneth
obvious
ruling. It's amazing.
shill homegrown hops? What not to love? I mean, I think that's a new slogan, Eric. We gotta brand that.
That I like that.
That's so good. So anyway, let's answer some of these tough, tricky questions here, Eric. I got one from Eric, it's Seth. He says,
Oh gosh.
"Heyo, Seth here. Last week, after synchronized swimming practice, I came back to see that my climbing wall was all pink roots. Needless to say, I was devastated. My project was now that tricky pink one in the corner. I noticed that Steve always mows his lawn on Sunday morning. What can I do to his electric mower before then as a fun, harmless prank? Thanks, Seth.
Ooh, so he's a. It's good to have a schedule, especially with keeping your lawn nice and maintained. You don't want that nutgrass to get too crazy down there. You gotta really want to keep it nice and trimmed, and I find having a routine for that is the perfect time to live. So it's interesting that he has an electric mower. Is that right, Alex?
Yeah, no. So
Steve?
Steve's big into going green, and
Hmm.
so he runs a 3-horse electric mower.
Very cool. So obviously, Seth, it would be totally wrong for you to switch that out with a gas powered thing, because that no way. Just
That'd be
come on.
immoral.
The man
You
the
can't
man
do
has
that.
principles,
Yeah.
But what I would find really funny is actually swapping his electric mower out with a something even greener, and just like a scythe, just give him a scythe, paint it up nice and blue or whatever his lawnmower is. Actually, we're making this another art project, because I know you, Steve. You love those art projects, like that whole mind bending thing that we recommended you to do for the psychological warfare upon Steve. I believe he was the one that had that in his living
He was the
room.
victim of that harmless prank.
Harmless, no victims.
Yeah.
We don't do that.
Right.
I would say you actually take a bunch of smaller lawnmowers or scythes or little scissors, something that would be used to cut the grass, and just glue them all together to make it look just like his lawnmower. So then when he goes out to use it, he'll be like, "Wait a minute, this isn't my lawnmower. This is a bunch of scissors." And then he'll be like, "But wait, that's green." And then he'll still use it, and then you won't hear that noisy electric motor going. And I I think that's a win-win.
All right, Eric. Not only should we swap out his mower with an art project, I think you also need to give Steve's lawn some point this week while he's out, maybe buying more milk. You never know.
He does
You
like
have
buying milk.
to. That
No,
man loves milk.
Seth's the one that likes milk.
I don't remember.
It's one of them.
And what you need to do out there, Seth, when Steve is away, is you need to go in there and give his lawn the equivalent of hair extensions. You need to go in
Oh,
there and increase the length of his lawn by buying longer lawn trimmings and weaving them in there in order to make it
that's
go
smart.
from 2 inch, because Steve, we all know, everyone knows Steve keeps his lawn at a crisp 2 inches and 3/4, right? I mean, this
It's
man is
true.
classy. So what you got to do is make sure that his lawn is mangy and overgrown so
At
that he feels
3 inches?
at three. Yeah, you got to make sure it's at least 3 inches everywhere when he shows up to mow it, even if it hasn't rained at all on Sunday morning, so that he is thrown off his game.
That's true. He's gonna think that, wait a minute, did I forget what day it is? Did I forget to mow? Actually, that's better, even better yet. Go into his house, switch all of his calendars, reprogram all of his clocks to say that it's Monday. So he'll think that he forgot to mow on Sunday, and then you've already weaved this longer grass, so he's gonna go into a sort of sense of dread, knowing that he messed up his routine, and now his grass is large and unwieldy.
Exactly. He will feel like he has no time now in his tightly kept schedule in order to take care of his lawn, and that he's going to have to go an entire week with this horrendously overgrown front bush. I mean, could you imagine, Eric, such a thing? And lest he comes in and calls a Brazilian lawn care specialist to take care of it, I don't think he's gonna. Oh yeah, that's a great idea, Seth. That's definitely where we're going with this one. Change his calendar and give him some lawn extensions.
I think that's what you gotta do.
Yeah.
You won't see it coming.
No way.
All
Hey,
right,
Eric, are
Alex.
there any more questions in the
Yeah,
commentation station?
we got one more question. It's kind of hard to decipher here, but it says, "Hi, Ooey Bros. I love your podcast, and I need your help. I can't seem to use my nothing key on my keyboard. Oh, you know how I could arrest this rastic predicament I have stumbled upon? My senior thesis on Asian of the introduction of Ely Ingos on the Idjeriu market is on Friday, and I need it to be delightful to get my octorate.
Wow.
Eerily Avi."
I don't see anything wrong here. I think that your thesis on the Asian of the interaction of early Ingus on the Igoryu is a great topic. I love how much ice and snow goes into an Ingu.
Of the Igoryu, of course.
Well, Igoryu is a type of Ingu.
Oh,
It's
nice.
a multi-story one, and so what I think you need to do, my dude, is go and make sure you get enough ice in order to fix the clearly broken T key on your keyboard. It looks really stuck, and you get obvious ice T, right? So you're gonna ice your T
Oh,
down in
that
order to
makes
keep it
sense.
functional so that you can crank out that essay. Eric, do you have any other questions for who is this? Avid?
It's Avi. No, it's
Avi.
just Avi. Very interesting. I've never heard of an Avi before, but it's cool. So yeah, so it sounds like one of the keys on your keyboard might be wrong or broken. I personally don't know what it could be. So I personally don't see a problem with this at all, and hopefully your professors and your sort of the people judging your octorate process they'll
Oh, Eric.
understand what you're sort of going through, and I think that you have. I mean, I've always been interested in the introduction of Ely Ingus, and there's something that the Idjeriu just really it symbolizes so much more, and I'm glad you're doing this great research on it, man.
First, make sure you have a good fryer for Friday. Obviously, Fish Friday is delicious. Second of all, hey Eric, I found the problem out.
Oh, what's the problem?
His X key is broken.
How did you decipher that, man?
Well, I chose my language very closely, just like our friend Uwe here. Oh,
Oh, no,
friend,
we're the
false.
Ooey.
So close. None of those were D words.
It's yeah, I mean, that's pretty good. So obviously the D is the issue.
No,
If
that's clearly not it. It's your X
no, it
key,
couldn't be.
maybe your G key. Oh no, that's an I or U. Anyway, you'll be fine.
Oh no, no, that's the thing. He can't get back into his house because he lost his key.
Oh,
Oh.
look for one that's shaped like a little D for Delta. That's probably what you need. All
All
right,
right,
Eric,
Alex.
you want to wrap this podcast up?
I think we're all set to wrap up. I would like
Oh,
to thank a
I'm
few
not looking forward
sponsors.
to editing that last segment. It's gonna blow.
Good luck, buddy.
Thank you.
I would like to thank all the people that came out to DewCon today. Woo, DewCon! And
Woo!
especially our wonderful mascots, which I believe they're gonna start the Rumble any minute now. So I'm looking forward to that. Twispy, Twisty the Twisted Twisp, and of course, Twasty the Twist
Wisp,
Tulip.
tulip. Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to a great bout between the two. Yeah,
Thank you
that's
for coming on to our podcast, um, Mr. Barley. I appreciate that. Go check out his new album, Mobius Braille, The Hunt for the Great Auditory Loss.
The new space opera coming to a record store for the blind near you. Yeah, I don't think he can respond as he's out next comforting the deceased Big Yoshi on the runway.
Oh no.
Let's see. I would have to thank Twisp Municipal Airport for still operating despite having half a runway. You go Twisp, get them Twispies.
This podcast was brought to you by both Patron and Big Rose. In addition, I need to thank Nutgrass. Make your lawn a Nutgrass lawn. Strong as diamonds. Cubic zirconia. It's probably in there. Nutgrass is terribly hard to mow. Stronger than any mower blade.
That's right. Come and get your Nutgrass grass extensions at your local hardware store. Anything to make sure your grass looks nice and long and bodacious, baby.
I gotta thank Steve's mower. It can mow the grass cleanly and precisely at any height. 2 5/8, 2 3/4, 2 7/8. It's got them all.
Also, couldn't have done it without the people over at Coconut Town Geology Museum for offering their unique metamorphic rock, the coconut rock. Truly a specimen to behold.
Alrighty. This has been Just Do It.
Also,
Season
Homegrown
5.
Hops. What's not to love?
Episode 7. The homegrown hops have grown into our
And our sign off.
So that's bad. You should probably harvest those soon. And with that, for the love of God, man,
Just send it.
don't smoke that. All right.
Bob Barley smoking that coconut rock. Come on.
Oh no.
DewCon was a total success. No, Mr. Bob Barley, don't get too close to that airline. No.
Oh, what a tragedy.